I'm back, bitch.
Ah!
What?
What?
You guys, shut up! Hey guys, welcome back to
What?
Podcast. I'm Jason.
I'm Aubriana.
I'm Alston.
And I'm Becca.
Okay, guys, so this is a bit of a full circle moment. We started this podcast on small town life and living and things to do in a small town. And today we're going to talk about the weather in a small town. It is, the second week of June? Almost the third week of June. And it's so weird because my kids got out of school a week ago, and that whole last week of school was so hot. All we wanted to do was be outside, but the kids still had a bedtime, and we had to be in the house by like 6:30 to do bath and all of that. And now that school is out, the last week has been rainy and cold.
Nice one. Ow!
And like, our summer's like, what, almost a third of the way done with? It's so annoying. We have shit weather. I wish we could be, like, on the beach by now.
Literally.
Getting tan.
And the only time we had nice days, we had smoke from the Canadian wildfires.
So we were getting cancer.
I don't know if it's necessarily cancer.
The smoke in our lungs.
Yeah,
Lung
it's definitely
cancer.
unhealthy. And I know we're like bitching about the weather right now, and you see we have the windows open. It's not like freezing like the winters we have. It's just it feels like fall.
40.
Yeah, so most of the last 2 weeks, every night it's been about 40 degrees. And I used to live in Chicago, as y'all know, if you watch our podcast. And people are at the beach in Chicago, but it's been warm there. They're a lot farther south than we are. Lake Superior right now, I think, is still literally like 40 degrees. Mm-hmm. That is not water you want to go swimming in or even like rock picking in. We brought the dogs to the beach one day so far this year, and it was a hot day. It was like one of the only hot days that was actually felt really hot. And the water was so cold, I barely put my toes in.
I was fine.
After you get numb, that is not fun to get numb and then get in the water.
Our summers really don't start until like the end of July. It's so annoying.
We had like a parade and stuff yesterday, and it was just so cold. And then today we had a birthday party to go to, and because of how cold it was yesterday, my 6-year-old brought a winter jacket in case it was going to be that cold again. Thankfully, I'm not going to lie, I liked the weather today because I hate sweating and I hate being too hot because, like, what do? You can't peel your skin off. At least when you're cold, you can bundle up.
No, I get that too because it is easier to... Well, I'm always cold most of the time. Like, these windows are open because y'all are pretty warm. I'm okay. I'm pretty comfy. I could have another sweater and I'd be fine.
God.
But I know.
Could get naked.
Same.
Right?
See, I'm not like, the winter is very cold for me. I'm like Danny. Like, I always am freezing. But I am just sad that we're almost to July and I haven't even been able to wear shorts and a tank top comfortably. Like, you can wear that as an outfit and it not be so hot you're sweating your balls off. Mm-hmm. But we haven't even had one day that it's like, yeah, I can just wear this and take the dogs for a walk. And it's perfectly fine out. No, it's freezing. And that's sad.
I think for me, the saddest thing is, like, I have this golf shirt that's a tank top, and I won't even be able to wear it when we go golfing. At least for another... I don't know what's happening, though, because we had, like, a weird summer in May. It was so hot for so many days in May. Like, to the point where we thought about getting our AC out.
Yes.
And now... This morning, I told Danny, I'm surprised the heat hasn't come on. He's like, the only reason it hasn't come on is because we shut it off. We shut our furnace off. So, our thermostat, so it doesn't
like
kick on anymore because we use propane, and propane is expensive.
We literally turned our thermostat on yesterday or the day before.
Our heat turned on. Like, I made it turn on. It was so cold in our house.
No, I didn't want our thermostat to come on because I like it being cold in my house at night. But it does suck that, like, my kids are like, oh, I need a sweater just to sit in my house in June.
Yeah. This is why I wanted to talk about this, because when I turned my heat, because I had our furnace off too. Like, I literally turned it off. Or maybe I just had it, like, really low to where it only turned on if it got
ours
that
is one or
cold.
the other. I don't remember.
It literally said it was, like, 64 in our house yesterday. It was so... I turned it up to 66 or 67 just to get it to a normal temperature. And... I still was we were both in clothes. And usually when we're home, we're chilling naked. We're cooking. Like, we literally told our friend Abby, who lives above us, that if you come down, like, please let us know beforehand. Because, like, if I'm at home, I'm chilling.
Yep.
And we don't have kids.
I mean, I don't do that because our windows, and we have weird neighbors, but I would if we didn't.
Right, if you had a house with, like, property, and it'd be so... And...
Yeah.
More space, it'd be different. I get that. It's just us two in an apartment with some dogs, and
Yeah.
One
just
window.
chill. Yeah, we only have one window, which we also had to buy a screen for today, which was really nice. I bet your apartment's gonna feel nice, and I'm gonna be freezing, but I have a heated blanket. I want y'all to know that I have been sleeping with my heated blanket since the beginning of June now.
My God.
Every night I sleep with a heated blanket on 4, the very highest setting, and I have 2 dogs that lay with me too.
And we had a couple 90 days in May.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now it's just been...
And then it snowed
Right.
again.
And
Yeah.
now it's just been consistently 40s, 50s if we're lucky.
Was it hot before it snowed or
Yes,
after?
it
too?
was like 2
Both.
hot days and then it snowed.
And it was
Literal
hot.
snow.
Those weren't hot, like 90-degree days. They were like 70-degree days, but in May, that's hot for us.
Mm-hmm.
It literally snowed. It was like May 18th, I think.
Mm.
I literally looked out the window. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, it was just hot like 2 days ago. Well, like, hot.
I feel like it may have been when you were like, my dad almost put my AC in.
Mm-hmm.
And then you woke up and it was snowing.
Yep.
We were bitching about how we had to turn our thermostat on and off then, or like lower it and like put it back up, and like lower it during the day and like put it back up at night or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then it snowed. Because, ooh. Living up here is very hard. It really genuinely is sometimes.
Yeah.
Not to mention, our weather shifts are so extreme. Like, it's not like gradually ease into winter. It's like October 29th and it's nice and warm.
My
and then
birthday.
October 30th, it's snowing. And like in the summertime, again, like our weather is so bipolar.
She doesn't.
What?
That was my birthday.
You're like,
Her
I don't care.
birthday. No, I'm just kidding. But
Off!
here we go again.
This is why he wanted to sit there. I'm like, you want to sit on that side? He's like, yeah.
Weirdo.
Also, I personally like enjoy. What's up?
I'm trying to see if that cup is blocking your face.
No, it's not.
Okay.
That's why I said it there. Did you just fart?
Pig.
Becca told me.
I told him to. I didn't know you would hear it. All the time he's like, I farted. I'm like, you did?
You're like, fart, just
I
do
hope it
fart.
doesn't smell though, because I'm sitting right next to him.
So is Jason.
Don't be a raunch.
We're more your okay.
Oh!
Sit down. No, you're good. Go back this way.
Jason! He's ready.
Is there too much space up here, or are we good?
Oh, there's barely any.
Okay.
Normally there's much more than that, so this is actually good today.
I could barely see that far. I need glasses.
Jason's a blind bimbo, bitch.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, babe.
And I have to.
You guys.
One of these days, just
Jesus Christ!
30 seconds straight of us burping.
Oh wait, this could be on the podcast because this is actually sad and funny at the same time.
What?
You're gonna talk about
Is
Nala's
it
butt.
strong? No, I was obs. Is it strong?
Damn, dude, you trying to get your wife drunk?
Good job.
She said she wanted to get litty like a titty.
He told me I had to get litty like a titty.
Yeah, you
Guys,
got 100K.
I just hit 100,000 subs. I just hit 100,000 followers on TikTok.
Woo!
Go follow her.
So I'm getting drunk tonight. Okay, what about the mosquito bites on Nola?
Mosquitoes kept biting her butt, and she had like 4 or 5 mosquito bites on her butt, and so her butt was all pink and lumpy.
It literally looked like she had like a disease.
Like her butthole?
Yes.
Oh my god.
around her butthole.
Rectum.
No.
Yes.
Ooh.
So it is so bad up here right now. It's cold and it's buggy as shit. Like we were just sitting outside before the podcast, pre-gaming a little. gardening, if you get my vibe. And I got eaten alive sitting on the stairs, and it's maybe 45, 50 degrees out right now. So it's like, and they eat you alive. Like, your entire legs, you'll have like 4, 5, 6. I just killed one not even that long ago in the house because they'll stay on the dogs and like come in the house with them. It's so annoying.
We have this little creek in our backyard, and it's like dirty, disgusting, gross water. Just this little nasty ass creek. But we have a lab, and she's obsessed with water. So what does she do every time she goes outside? She lays in that creek, and I swear the mosquitoes are breeding in there.
Yep.
So she'll come out of that and come back into the yard with swarms of mosquitoes around her.
Ew.
It's so annoying. I remember when Danny's brother came over and we were all just chilling in the backyard, and this is when it first started to warm up and the mosquitoes started coming out, and Maya walked by me and all of a sudden I was just getting eaten alive. I'm like,
Yes.
what the hell? Summers in Michigan, this one is odd, I feel like, but then
Yeah.
again, like, our June is never really like a go to the beach every day month. It's more of like a go outside every day and like chill in the backyard, maybe turn the hose on for the kids, but you don't want to really be swimming. But it's been unseasonably cold this June, but May was unseasonably warm. So weird.
And our winter was... Well, our winter was normal.
Yeah.
Here, I think.
Holy mackerel. Guys, if you saw what we just did.
You wouldn't be the same.
It was not an old...
I was just gonna say.
Happy Pride Month, y'all!
Woo!
Yay!
Gay?
Look at her face.
Okay, you just calm down,
Dude,
bitch.
Becca, look at her. Summers in Michigan are always kind of pathetic, especially because we live on Lake Superior, and Lake Superior is the biggest freshwater lake. We've said that several times.
The deepest.
The wettest.
Mm.
The coldest.
The hottest.
But it already takes forever to warm up, and like normally, it doesn't get warm enough till August, but then now we're having like a weird summer, so it's gonna take even longer to warm up.
And by the time it finally does warm up, it's gonna be winter!
Yeah.
We'll have like one weekend to swim.
Yeah.
That was pretty much like last summer. There was like a couple hot days, and then it was like, bye.
No. Last
What
summer was
kind of
hot as
shit are you
shit.
on?
For like a week, and then
You
it
don't
was
leave
gone.
your house.
You don't leave your house.
I was at the beach every day pretty
It was
much
not
last summer.
that good last summer.
It was-
They're on crack.
We took our dogs to the beach like every
They're
fucking
on
day.
crack.
We were there so... Last summer was weird. It got hot quick and it just stayed hot. This summer reminds me of like summers when we were like younger. Like how it was like
Yeah.
a super... Except for how May was.
You're
It's
right
just-
though, last summer was warm. We were on the boat all the time.
Yeah.
And it makes me sad because Potato's birthday is on Monday, but we can't. I don't know if we'll be able to take him swimming. And that's his favorite thing to do. Like he'd fetch a stick from a mile offshore if he could.
No, you know the thing was? It was because I didn't go to the beach at all, because everyone was always working.
I
So
believe that.
never left the house, pretty much.
And you didn't have a car.
Yeah, I couldn't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm. And so you're probably in the house with your AC.
Yeah.
So it didn't feel like a crazy hot summer.
Yeah, everyone was constantly... That's my
Sorry.
thing.
Are you okay, Oms?
That scared me.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, I went to the beach like 2-3 times, and that was it. Everyone was so busy, and I didn't know you guys then, so...
Dude, we went to the beach at least 50 times.
I went twice.
I didn't go a lot, but we were outside in the pool and stuff a lot. I don't have a big pool, just like my kid's little floaty pool.
But you have the hose you can run and stuff, so it was still like you were in the water to cool down.
Go jump in the creek.
Oh, ew.
Ew.
We got married last summer.
Your wedding was hot as fuck.
Yeah.
It was
Oh my
so
God.
hot.
Oh my god.
Until like the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we kind of wrapped it up at that point.
Holy I was dying.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad. It wasn't
was
supposed
wearing-
to be that hot.
Try wearing a full top.
I know, I was like, oh my god, they're sweating their nuts off.
Their
If I
wedding.
had them.
Their wedding was when I met him, and it was so funny because it was like the end of the night. My husband was getting all the kids ready to go, and I was drinking because it was my brother's wedding. Like, that's my free pass. My husband had a few drinks, but he had to drive because, you know.
And I was drinking because I'm an alcoholic.
But that's like the first time I met him, so we're all standing in a circle talking, and my poor husband needed to get to the gas station before it closed at 11 or midnight that night.
Yeah.
And he kept sending my 8-year-old to me to say, Mom, we're leaving. And she had to have come up to me like 6 or 7
We
I
were
times.
know.
talking for like a half an hour.
So funny.
And now we're here,
And then,
though.
and then he ended up going and then coming back.
Sorry.
It was fun.
We clicked.
It was fun.
It was
I know,
Um,
Becca was like, oh, I think I'm going to invite him to Saturday game night. And I was like, okay. And now we have a
You're
freaking
like, no.
podcast. Like, what?
Yeah.
And I remember going back to our motel and taking like 50 bobby pins out of your hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was me on my wedding night, too. On my wedding night, the only thing I left in the trash can there was eyelashes.
Mood.
Like, there was nothing else in the trash can but 2 pairs of eyelashes.
Ours was a ton of bobby pins. I was not saving that shit.
Mm-mm. You know, as soon as I got to the hotel on our wedding night, I peeled those suckers off. I had a lot of bobby pins in my hair, too. But anyway, I feel like this is a full circle moment because, again, our first podcast ever was talking about living in a small town, and now we're talking about weather in our small town personally. So, full circle.
I'm always vulgar, no matter what episode.
I'm a vulgar ogre.
Vulgar ogre.
It's so hard to say.
Vulgar ogre.
Guys, though, for real, subscribe because we have so many good ideas for, like, the holidays. Not the 4th of July, but Halloween and Christmas.
And by the time you see this, we'll have done our first live.
Yep, we're gonna do our first live tonight.
Woo!
So Jason can shut the up about them.
I really want to do it.
Yeah, well, maybe if you were here last week.
True, but I was sick. Okay.
You were. It's okay.
I was
You were
sick
hungover.
too, sick of your shit.
Yeah.
Who isn't?
About damn time we have a week without you.
You.
But what were we talking about before we started talking about that?
We're doing
Titties.
stuff for holidays.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we have so many fun things planned. We're going to change the setup in here so much. Different. Well, I mean, we might get real curtains for the backdrops. I don't know. We're kind of ratchet, so this kind of works. But no, we're going to get different curtains for the backdrop. We're going to get things to, like, soundproof the room a little bit better and,
and-
different decorations.
And I'm gonna front moon the camera.
Front
You are
moon.
not. End it, bitch.
Me? Okay. Thanks for watching this week's episode.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
What?
Bitch. We're starting to sync up. Maybe our periods are next.